Good afternoon from Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. It's Ryan, and on today's video, we're going to be checking out the brand new Pigeon Forge Racing Coaster that's going to be opening very soon. I'll be giving you a tour of the building they're working on, where you'll get your tickets in person and load up on the coaster. What makes this particular mountain coaster unique is it is a racing coaster. It's side by side, where you can race a family member or friend. So I'll be bringing you all the way to the top of the coaster so you can check out the view, and I'll do my best to give you an idea of what the ride is like. And spoiler alert, it's a lot more intense than I realized it was going to be, depending on what side of the track you pick, which I'll talk about in a little bit. So without further ado, let the adventure begin. So if you're trying to figure out where is this new mountain coaster located in Pigeon Forge, it is at the end of Pigeon Forge before you take the road along the river that will get you to Gatlinburg, right behind this Marathon gas station. There used to be a dome type structure up here on the hill. This is owned by the same people who own the Moonshine mountain coaster when you first get into Gatlinburg on the left over by Hillbilly Golf, and they also own Space Race Adventures here in Pigeon Forge. So let's walk up and check out the parking and the building that they're working on, and eventually get all the way up to the top. So I've set it up with Pigeon Forge Racing Coaster to give you guys a little bit closer look at what they're working on here. So when you arrive to the Pigeon Forge Racing Coaster, they'll have some parking over here to the right and in front of the building right here that they're working on. Let me walk you up and give you a little look before we walk up the hill and get a closer look at the track from the top. So when you first come in, there'll be a door right here where you'll be able to get your tickets for the Pigeon Forge Racing Coaster. These guys are working on the structure right now. There'll be some restrooms inside. Eventually, you'll work your way back here to some stairs that will get you up to the next level. As you come down this spiral that we'll get a closer look at from up top, there'll be some stairs right here that you'll get off to exit the ride, and this section is where you'll be getting on the ride. There should be some stairs over here to the left that will get you up to the next floor, which is where you'll be taking off on the dual track. You can see they do have an elevator that they're working on, so if somebody is handicapped, they'll be able to use the elevator and get over on the right track, and you'll be taking off from here. So there is a quick look at the building that they're working on. I believe it will have a little office space up above, but you'll be going up to that second level to get on the racing coaster, and you'll be on a track just about where I'm standing. They don't have in place yet, but we'll be building, and we'll connect all the way over to a lift bringing you up to the top. Here's a look at some of the track that they're working on getting finished up as we head up to the top. What will make this mountain coaster very unique is the fact that you'll be able to race your friend or family member side by side. So we're up here at the very top. You have 4 different motors pulling you up the track. These guys are completing some last bit of work, and look at the view that you can get from the track up here. Looks like I can see the island off in the distance, the mountain mile, and a number of things down here in Pigeon Forge. So you can see some of the track that is complete that they're doing some fine details on up here. You can see Camp Margaritaville across the street. And actually, if I come up here on this, get a little bit higher, this side I'm on right now is not too high, but the one over there, it definitely drops down. So I wonder if the right side might give you a little more of a thrilling ride compared to the left rider here that kind of hugs closer to the mountain. You can see the left track, you are hugging the mountain a little more over here, whereas again, that right side, I think is going to give you the most thrilling experience. So between the two of people who are racing, I would suggest take the left lane for the not as brave individual. And the one that wants the most thrilling ride, I'd stick them over here on the right side. So we came up this little side road that they just recently built as they're about to put a up track where the excavator is down here. So lots of progress going on up here at the Pigeon Forge Racing Coaster. So we just drove down about midway. This was the road they were using before that they've closed off. So let's see if I can hop over the track real quick. So again, once they pull you all the way to the top, this is the track you'll be initially going down. So as you go around the corner here, you'll eventually work your way back down and then come back up for a second lap of your race. So that first lap doesn't look too bad. However, when you come out that second one, I think the second lap will be a little bit more intense. As you can see, it's going to connect over here, and it is a pretty good drop down. If you are a thrill seeker, this thing is going to give you an incredible second lap. You're gonna get that view of the parkway, almost over the parkway. You'll feel like you're above these cars. And you'll come down to this little spiral at the end and be back where we started. So this is going to be a much more intense ride than I thought it was going to be. Just initially, oh yeah, there's some track going up on the hill over here. But now that I'm up here and actually looking down, oh yeah, that last lap might have a lot of people pulling the brakes right when you hit about this part right here. I think I might take it nice and easy around that turn. And if I am racing somebody, they might beat me on this last stretch. So, but this view is really, really, really cool over the parkway here. So big thanks to Pigeon Forge Racing Coaster for bringing us up here and giving us a look at the progress of the track. I'm super excited to see what it's like when it's 100% done and ready for riders. So you can see them working on the ending of the track down here, the spiral that you'll finish your race. And they told me that this is the highest, largest dual track that Wiegand has ever developed and built. So it is truly one of a kind when it comes to a mountain coaster. Super excited to actually see it up and running and try it out. Maybe, I mean, probably a little slow around this bend out here because you're going to definitely have some height, and I don't want to have too much height and speed together. So they have a number of people working on this final spiral as you will come down, and this will be the last part of the track. I wanted to give you another look at the track that is going over the side here from the parkway. I also wanted to mention they did have to kind of clear some of this area for construction purposes, but it does sound like they want to, once construction is done, get this area looking much nicer over here by the Pigeon Forge Great Smoky Mountains National Park sign once they're done with all the construction up top. So there's a quick look at the Pigeon Forge Racing Coaster. If you found this video helpful, enjoyable in any way, just do us a big favor, hit the thumbs up down below. Let me know in the comments, are you planning to ride this ride when it opens up? They would love to have opened it up in April, but with some delays, it sounds like it's going to be sometime in May, maybe late May, perhaps early June, around that range. So we'll do our best to keep you updated on the progress of this. If I can come back here and do another updated tour of once it is complete, and perhaps maybe get on the ride. I think I might get on the left side. I don't know, maybe the right side. Let me know in the comments, are you a left side rider or a right side rider? Do you plan to ride this when it opens? Otherwise, thanks so much for watching. Until next time, we'll see you on the next adventure.